All right, now this backyard is wild. Let's check this out. All right, let's make sure the gate's shut. First thing, this contender peach, it gave poor quality food. So it's probably coming out, it gave a ton of peaches, but they were of poor quality. All right, same thing up here. We've got the pathways going through, but we got so many bottle gourds coming up here. I'm gonna be a millionaire selling all these birdhouses. We have a pear tree. Let's go over here. If I can walk through. Moonglow pear tree, putting out pears. That's a rotten pear, but that's cool because the moonglow pear's coming out anyway. That thing had more blight than anything. So we've got other kind of squashes mixed up in here, like winter squashes with these gourds. I gotta walk around. This is out of control. I can't even walk on my own trail. All right, as we get into the back corner of the yard, remember this is just 1/4 acre. We've got a big mulberry. We've got a peach. This peach tree was a phenomenal peach tree this year. We got grapes growing along the fence. We got another peach tree here. This one, you know, it's not important. It's coming out. And we got the birds. And this is their extended run. It goes all the way down and then it opens up to a square and then they have all the room they need. Okay. So this is one of the new ones that we got. She's a little different. They're all a little different. So here we got muscadines growing up. We just put these in this year. They've already got little ones, but I'm letting the vine grow crazy and then eventually I'm gonna train it. Whenever it actually gets a lot of branches I can actually mess with and train. All right, so the persimmon tree that I said from the front yard was putting out no persimmons. This one puts out big persimmons. So, and these are non-astringent. So something has already been pecking at this one. You can tell. We've got a lot, we had a lot more, but these things were dropping them. And now this tree, like they're pretty fruits and I can't wait to have them. But as soon as they're orange, you can eat them. So that tree is about 7 feet tall. And right next to it, we have another one which has got a lot of fruit on it, but I'm not sure about this one. This is the Indian blood cling peach. And it's just lost so many. It's stalled at this size for so long. And the insects are ravaging it. See right there, insect damage. So this one might not come out or it might not stay, but I also have some, I've got a couple small pawpaws planted underneath it just in case. I'm gonna replace it with a pawpaw. Here is a peach tree from seed on its 3rd year. So next year I will get peaches on the branches like these. So I will get to taste this and test out its pest defense, see how it goes. All right, this one was a donut peach. That thing, I can't even get up there. Like I can climb this tree now. It's hard to tell because there's nobody standing in front of the tree. So we got the birds, we got blackberries growing into the bird or the chicken pen. We got grapes growing into it, grapes growing across, the gummy berry, all that good stuff. And here, yeah, it's just another look at the amount of bottle gourds making this thing feel like my girlfriend got back from Florida and said she felt like she was in Malaysia with all these all over the place. Anyway, we're coming up to the Orient pear. This one is ready. You can eat it at the stage if you want, but it gets so much sweeter when it turns yellow. And this one gets shaded after 6 hours. But my one over here that's full sun all day, it's already putting out ripe fruit. Same tree, it's just a different location determines. And see, we got these little paths that run through the yard, all through these bottle gourds. And it's taken over my front porch. It's actually really pretty in there. All right, here we go. We're coming up to another Orient pear tree. And this is what I wanted. You know, you gotta walk and duck your head under pear trees. We come down here, I'm battling the groundhog. It's been attacking the house, digging tunnels, so I'm shoving logs into the tunnels. And it was starting in here, and I started digging tunnels. Got a grapevine over there, the Orient pear, and we'll take a pen not a pan, I'm sorry. So this is the backyard. It was all grass, remember, and now these are taken over. But like I said, I'm gonna get rich making these little bird houses. This is a complete disaster. This whole garden raised bed area, it's been so hot. I hadn't been back here. So there's nothing impressive. I mean, we've got little beans growing up and down. So these are all green beans, but they're not doing that great. We've got tomatoes coming up. It's starting to flower finally. We got tons of carrots, but I'm letting them go to seed. If you look at all, the rows are nothing but carrots, and they're all going to seed, and I'm gonna allow that. Like, we eat a lot of carrots and potatoes here, and it's cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the winter garden yet. I still have to finish building this, but you can see the carrots are pretty nice. So you reach down in here, they're good sized carrots. All right, let's back up. Here we have a tomato, and I'm picking like 3 or 4 of these cherry tomatoes a day and setting them up on the counter to ripen. And they're not too bad. All right, here's another persimmon tree. This one is in my garden area, and I just plan to, oh, there we go, it was all fuzzy, sit under this tree one day in my garden as I decide how I'm going to rebuild. Like, I'm going to have to replace all this paneling with these same type of rocks, build it up higher, and every year as my bed goes up, I'll just stack another layer of rocks. So anyway, persimmon tree here. Got some little persimmons on there. I don't know which one this one is yet. And let me move this out the way. I got this all set up so the groundhog stays out of here. I just threw these steps in so I can get into the garden, and I'm gonna start lining with rocks so I can keep this mulch separate out of my beds. But we come through, we got basil. It's already waist high. It's about to flower, so I'm gonna go ahead and rip all these basil leaves off tonight. We just got beans. This is rough. This kale looks rough. It's beat, it's battered, but once this summer heat is over, it'll survive, and then I'll get a very, very beautiful bunch of kale leaves this wintertime, as long as it holds off. The bugs won't be here forever. Here we go. Nothing too much else to see, just more carrots. More carrots. I had a whole bunch of corn, but the wind blew it over. So I'm not going to do any more summer planting. I'm getting ready to start filling up all these rows with kale. So I'm going to have my kale garden, and I'll be eating that, and the chickens will be eating that. So these will reseed carrots all over the garden. They feed the bees a lot, and there's carrots under them. So they're just going to stay. You know, it looks like straight butt, but I'm not going to pull these carrots off because I got nothing to go in there. It's been too hot. I hadn't wanted to be outside at all. All right. Let's see. There's got to be something else in the backyard. Oh, yeah. The birdhouses. So here we go. We got this one. You see that? There's an egg in that one. And then we've got this one. They've already left. So these I've got all over the yard. Those were the first 2 to go. I like to have birds in them. And let's see. There's got to be something I'm forgetting. The pull-up bar, can't even do pull-ups anymore. Well, let's go see what else. And as I sit on my back porch, you see the gourds. They're just coming over, taking over. And here, you can see them. All right, and here we've got another ginger right here. But here are the gourds that we're gonna be turning into birdhouses. They're all over the yard, everywhere. They're heavy too. So what I do is I let them just dry up on the vine until when the frost comes. And then I'll stack these in the yard in some part shade, and they'll take the rest of the year till next spring to dry. And then I'll sand them, gut them, drill them. And then I also build these bird feeders. So I stack these up or put these up and fill them full of bird food. And then they come, and then not only that, this guy right here, he decided to build a nest on top of the bird food. So you can't really beat that, can you? So that's the backyard. We're eating a lot of stuff, but I'm ready. I'm ready for winter. I'm ready for my winter garden.